Valuation of shares of a company is important and necessary in certain circumstances. But how do you value the shares of your company? You can use many methods to value your company's shares. So what are they? Watch this video till the end to find out the various share valuation methods. Hello and welcome. I'm Ayushi from Clear. We have assisted more than 4 lakh growing businesses. Do subscribe to support us and get a clear explanation of business concepts. The share price of the listed companies which are traded publicly can be known easily. But for private companies whose shares are not publicly traded, the valuation of shares is really important and challenging. Valuation of shares is the process of determining the fair value of the company shares. It is done based on quantitative techniques and share value will vary depending on the market demand and supply. Here are some of the instances where the valuation of shares is important for a company. When you are about to sell your business or company, you need to know the share value of your business. When you approach your bank for a loan based on shares as a security, valuation of shares is very important for merger, acquisition, reconstruction and amalgamation. When your company shares are to be converted, that is from preference to equity shares, valuation is required when implementing an employee stock ownership plan, that is ESOP, for tax assessments under the Wealth Tax or Gift Tax Acts, where share valuation is legally required in case of litigation. I hope you understood the importance of valuation of shares. If yes, please write clear in the comments below. If not, let us know your query in the comments below and we will address them as soon as possible. There is no one valuation method that will fit any purpose. Hence, there are various methods of share valuation depending upon the purpose, data availability, nature and volume of the company. Let's look at the various methods of share valuation. Asset-based method. The asset-based approach is based on the value of the company's assets and liabilities, including intangible assets and contingent liabilities. This approach may be useful to manufacturers, distributors, etc., where a huge volume of capital assets is used. Here, the company's net assets value is divided by the number of shares to arrive at the value of each share. The formula used is as follows. Value per share is equal to net assets minus preference share capital divided by the number of equity shares. Income-based method. The next method is the income-based approach. This approach is used when the valuation is done for a small number of shares. Here, the focus is on the expected benefits from the business investment, that is, what the business generates in the future. A common method used is the estimate of a business's value by dividing its expected earnings by a capitalization rate. Value per share is calculated based on the company's profit available for distribution. This profit can be determined by deducting reserves and taxes from the net profit. Here are the steps to determine the value per share under the income-based approach. Obtain the company's profits available for dividend. Obtain the capitalized value data. Calculate the share value, that is, capitalized value divided by the number of shares. Market-based approach. The market-based approach generally uses the share prices of comparable publicly traded companies and the asset or stock sales of comparable private companies. Data related to private companies can be obtained from various proprietary databases available in the market. The two most common valuation methods used under the market approach are the public company comparables and precedent transactions method. The public company comparables method uses valuation metrics from publicly traded companies which are considered similar to the subject entity. The precedent transaction method uses the price paid for similar companies in earlier transactions as a reference. Yield method. Under the yield method, there is an emphasis on the yield that an investor expects from his or her investment. The yield may be the possible return that an investor gets out of his or her holdings, such as dividends, bonus shares, right issues, etc. In this method, the valuation of shares is made based on yield, that is the effective rate of return on investments that the investors invest. There are two different methods when using the yield method, which are Earning yield. Shares are valued based on expected earnings and the normal rate of return. Under this method, the value per share is calculated using this formula. Expected rate of earning is equal to profit after tax divided by equity shares paid up value into 100. The value per share is calculated by dividing expected rate of earning by the normal rate of return into paid up equity capital. Dividend yield. Under this method, shares are valued based on the expected dividend and the normal rate of return. The value per share is calculated by applying this formula. Expected rate of dividend is equal to profit available for dividend divided by paid up equity share capital into 100. So folks, that's it for today. You can contact our experts for business or finance related queries by clicking on the chat link provided in the description box below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such informative videos and stay tuned for more updates.